Góðan daginn and welcome to the Project Pal. My name is Gunnildur, I'm an Icelander, live in Iceland, and this is my podcast called The Project Pal because I have projects and they're on pals. I talk mainly about yarn, about knitting, crocheting, everything fiber related, and about the weather. I kind of feel like you're a little too tilted. Hang on. Yeah, I like that better. Yeah. So I love this time of year. It's like the hypocrisy of waiting for the sun, and then the sun, soon as the sun appears, it's the game of finishing filming before the sun is in my eyes. So we're on that time of the year where it's the kind of like hypocrisy time. Been waiting for the sun for weeks, and as soon as he appears, it's like, oh wait, that's gonna make filming a little bit more difficult. So I need to be quick because she's catching up to me, and I kind of want to greet her with a smile. So, anyway, I haven't done a lot this week, unfortunately. It's been one of those difficult weeks. Family-wise, thankfully nothing serious. Just some things that needed to be done, and that just takes its time. And work-wise, that's been a bigger headache. Because the store manager is out due to a surgery on her knee, and she's gonna be out at least a month more. And then unfortunately one of my older co-workers had to go out on sick leave. Honestly, the sooner the better for her, because she's on sick leave due to illness that is most likely brought on by stress. So, the sooner you get a person who is sick from something that you can trace to stress, most often when you are middle-aged and over, your biggest stressor is work. So, like she said, she has a lot of fun at work. She likes the environment, the co-workers, everything. But stress is stress, and when you get to a certain place in life, certain states of stress, it's a little difficult to just to de-escalate stress. You kind of need to break apart. Yeah, basically just divert. I can English. Yeah, I think you know what I mean. I think unfortunately most of us know exactly what stress is and what it can do to us and to our loved ones and other people that we just really, really like. Stress is a horrendous thing. It can be helpful, yeah. It's a natural reaction to the environment and things. Stress can help us to get things done, but like in my coworker's case, it's simply gotten to a chronic state where it is really hampering her quality of life. So she's out, and because it's not like a broken bone or anything, you can't really estimate when she will be able to get back. So Thursday and Friday, there was pretty much just two of us who could like take care of the register. And that's a huge stressor. And Thursday in particular was extremely difficult, but we managed. Unfortunately, again, there was no knit night because the owner of the coffee shop, she's out visiting her family in Denmark, and the basically second in command, she was out of town. And the third in command, she has some sport events to attend to, so she didn't really have the time. But also, like, if neither of the two adults, if neither of them is around, it's really unfair to expect someone to just jump in and take care of knit night. it's just too big of a task, like taking care of the coffee shop, people who come in, plus this group of women with our own needs and expectations. So instead of putting that stressor, that weight on younger shoulders, we simply, yeah, there simply wasn't a knit night, which unfortunately, because that would have been such a nice way to de-stress after a very stressful Thursday. But instead I went home, and because knit night is knit night, so I did decide to just sit down and tackle the project that I'm a little stressed, different levels of stress, but a little, like, I want to say stressed, but at the same time it's not a bad stress, but it's just like doing the thing that I'm excited but nervous about. So I told you last weekend that I had to frog my Lacy Bandanna from the Hobbii Advent calendar, the knitting version. So the Lacy Bandanna is it's really lovely. So you are using these you are using the alpaca blaze, which is an acrylic alpaca and polyamide blend, which is this nice, oh, you can see the sunshine on my yarn. Oh, this lovely grayish brown type of color. And you are also using the soft alpaca lace, which is 100% alpaca in a comparable color. And you know, knit those two together. And last week I realized that I managed to mess up my knitting, so I read half of the sentence and somehow didn't see the rest of the sentence, so I messed up big time. So I had to frog in, and you know, the plus I can tell you is that it's really easy to, or comparatively easy to frog this yarn. It wasn't as difficult as I had been nervous about. But then again, I was a little down because having to restart a project is not my most favorite thing. It's like it's hovering somewhere around the same place as weaving in ends. But Thursday night I restarted the bandana, and I managed to get to the place where I managed to mess up. And honestly, I am actually happy right now that I messed up, because this looks way better than what I had previously, and I'm much more happy with this version than what I had originally made. So I'm kind of grateful that I messed up the pattern, because this looks way better. That's the only thing that I've been knitting working on this past week. Like I said, last week at work has been a lot to do. I've been sleeping well, mainly because I get so tired that I get knocked out when I hit my pillow. It's just like lights out. So that's a good thing. At least I'm not suffering insomnia, which would be horrendous. I've done that before. No, thank you. Not a lot of fun when you are, you know, working full time and then you can't sleep because you're too tired to sleep or you're too stressed to sleep. But yeah, unfortunately, yeah, like I said, that's the only thing I managed to work on this past week. Still, like, so excited to see how this bandana is gonna turn out, because the next up, I'm planning to then start on the crochet version. Like, it's gonna be so fun to be able to compare the exact same yarn with comparable patterns and see how the yarn, how it is to work with, on one hand with knitting and the other hand with crochet. So I'm gonna be able to do that with the bandana and then with the mittens, because I really need to do the mittens. I've never made mittens. I've never you know, neither crochet nor knitted. So that's gonna be an exciting thing to do. On top of all the other projects that I want to get started on, is like, there's always something. I mean, speaking of, I was tidying up one of the, can't remember what I was looking for the other day, but I managed to find some cutouts that, with knitting and crochet patterns, mostly from Yarn Studio. Sorry, Garden Studio. Like, this is since 2019. These are not quite pillows, but like seats. Kind of pillows. Here's a pillow with a cable pattern. From Garden Studio. And like neck thing, curious little socks, like all sorts of patterns that I've accumulated and still haven't done anything with. And on one hand, I kind of feel bad because the plan is always, I mean, it's always a thought like, oh, I can make this, I can do this. But at the same time, collecting patterns, collecting yarn, and then using them are just three very, very different hobbies. And I kind of have all three. So as somewhere I'm gonna have to draw a line that it's okay to collect patterns, even though I'm probably never gonna use like half of them. Because collecting patterns is a hobby in and of itself. And I mean, it's been a hobby that's been passed on to me from my mother, so yeah. I just need to kind of teach myself that it's okay to have this as separate hobby. I don't need to make use of everything that I have, even though this, yeah, you know what, let's just take the conversation put it to the side, because I am running myself in a circle right now. But yeah, I'm wondering if there's anything else to chat about. Oh, there's clouds. Oh. So I might not actually be able to see the sun. Dang it. Dang it. I can see the glimmer. Ugh. Anyway. Is there anything else? I distracted myself. But yeah, she says, yeah, I haven't started on the amigurumi from last week because the plan is to have it as an extra project to use on knit nights. Coming Thursday should be a regular knit night, so I need to put a crochet hook in my to go back. Yeah, I need to remember to do that so that I can actually, reach for it if I get bored of knitting back and forth. So yeah, there hasn't been any progress on the cocoon cardigan either, for the same reason. Yeah, other than that, things are actually going pretty well. There has been no major news, nothing huge that is, affecting me in a negative way. Yeah, January has kind of been, I feel like, a resting month. Like my other channel, my itty bitty reading writing channel, I've kind of been on a wait, how do you pronounce it? Hiatus over there. Mainly because yeah, I think I just need a little bit of a rest and recuperation and think things through, basically. This channel, honestly, it's so good to have the project pal to just sit down on a Sunday morning and just talk, mainly about yarn and about, you know, this hobby of mine, because that really, really does good for me. It does me really good to have this moment to just, you know, talk. And yeah. I think next that I'm gonna do is do some laundry, try and get myself to do some vacuuming, because I always wait until very, very last moment to do the vacuuming, because I'm like, like I drag a machine over the floor. I literally just take a walk around the apartment and a machine does most of the work for me. And at the same time, I'm like, ugh, can't be bothered. Same with the washing. I have a machine. All I have to remember to do is not mess up the clothes that are put inside, and then the machine does most of the work. But still, just getting to do it. That's a luxury problem. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna call it. Wait. I think that's enough from me this morning. My English just doesn't want to come out. But yeah, so I will hopefully see you again next weekend, and we'll see what this coming week will be, what it will bring. So until then, take care, and I hope that life is as good to you as it can possibly be, and hopefully better. And until then, take care. See you later. Okay, bless.